Let's see if I can put this on. Subscribers. Subscribers. Yeah. Hello, hello. Look at me not prepared. It is a busy morning for me, but we are going to get into today's weigh-in. It's weigh-in day. Everybody, I'm going to need you to throw your scales away. We're not weighing in, okay? Okay. Can you see me better now? Yeah, that's better. Okay, let me park like that. That's some sense. Hold on. Okay. So it is day 7, or do I consider this day 1 of week 2? I think yesterday was day 7. So it is the start of week 2 of our Venetian 30 challenge to lose 10 pounds in a month. Sorry. Oh gosh. Well, at least my goal is to lose 10 pounds in a month. And I'm not on track. So we're just going to quit and everybody's going to throw their scales away, okay? This right here, part of the reason why I'm not on track. Yeah. Part of the reason why I'm not on track. Hold on. Let me... Anyone. There we go. And then I'll adjust the moderation as people come in. Say hi as you come in and like the stream and share. I'm going to get into my weigh-in. Oh, hey, Jackson. Thank you for the subscription. Are you on a GLP-1? Are you currently on a weight loss journey? I'm nosy. Tell me more. Tell me more. So, my first 7 days on this challenge, I'm not going to lie, were a little lax. They were a little lazy. I had a bit of a lazy week. I didn't do everything that I was supposed to do. So I did not see the progress that I would have liked to see in the first week. Now, granted, I did give the caveat before that since I had lost 10 pounds or 11 pounds in June, that there was probably going to be a bit of a period where, as my body evens out or adjusts to the weight loss, that I probably wouldn't go right back into immediately being able to lose weight. But we will see. I mean, so far that's working out. But it's not only that. It's also me like not doing what I was supposed to do for the past 7 days. So I'll get into what I did right, what I did wrong, what I've learned, how I'm feeling. Honestly, this 7.5 milligram, I don't know what's going on when I get to day 6. Like, day 6 is like, it's like a free-for-all. Like, day 6 on the Zepbound 7.5 feels like anything is up for grabs. I can eat what I want. I can drink what I want. I can do what I want. It's almost like I'm not even making it to day 7 when it comes to appetite suppression. Okay, like I'm like it's day 6 and I'm hungry. It's not like a ravenous hunger. It's a reasonable amount of hunger, but I'm hungry on day 6. Like, what time is it? It's noon here. Okay, I guess that makes sense. This is about the time that I would typically start eating. So it makes sense that my body would be expecting something to eat now. But I'm actually like hungry, like on some, like it's on my mind, like, okay, what am I going to eat? I didn't plan for this. I didn't think about this ahead of time. What am I going to eat? So I don't have that definitely the first 4 days of the week after my injection. Definitely the first 4 days of the week. Day 5 could go either way, but by day 6, I'm ready to take my injection. So maybe I should just start taking it on day 6. Don't listen to me, listen to your doctor. Don't be like me. Don't do what I do. Okay? Hi, Harley. Thank you so much. I appreciate the hearts and the compliment. Okay, so some people on this challenge are trying to gain weight. Some people are simply trying to maintain. Some people are trying to just change some of their habits to break through a stall. And some are absolutely trying to lose weight. I think I know of at least one person that's at least lost almost 2 pounds in the first week. I didn't want to weigh in this morning. Typically, I weigh in every morning. Well, this is my official weigh-in day. But typically, I weigh in multiple times throughout the week, and I will only count the very last weigh-in. Now, I will say that my weight has fluctuated at least 4 pounds in the past week. I'm not saying I gained 4 pounds, but I'm saying as I've weighed in daily, there have been times when I was up 4, down 2, up 1, down 3, back and forth, back and forth. So Harley, it's the Venetian 30 challenge. Venetian is what I call the Venetians are what I call the subscribers for my channel. And I did a challenge with my family members in June where I lost 11 pounds. So I decided to do it again as a channel for July. So that's what we're doing. My goal is to lose 10 pounds, but people have different goals that they're trying to achieve. And the objective is to tailor it to your own particular needs to meet your own goals. I didn't have a good start, but you know what? I had a good June. Okay, like let me live in the past a little bit. All right, let me worry about way back in the day in June when I had a good month of losing 11 pounds, and it wasn't even like a consistent. Like it wasn't even like an average. Well, I guess if you average it out, it worked out to be about a little over 2 pounds per week. But it happened in such a way that it was like 7 to 8 pounds in the first week, and then no weight loss the second week, and then like 1 pound the third week, and then like another 2 to 3 pounds in the fourth week. That's how it worked out. So it wasn't even like it was an even spread. And I did expect to have a delay with continuing my weight loss through July. So 10 pounds might be a bit of an aggressive goal, but I'm not giving up. Okay. Well, I am kind of giving. I guess that's the point of the stream, to say give up and just throw your scale away, because I don't want to weigh in. But I did weigh in. I did. I had a hard time getting out of bed this morning. Typically, I weigh in first thing in the morning. Like if I wake up at 6 a.m. to use the bathroom, I'm weighing in. Okay. I'm weighing in. But I didn't do that today. I waited until like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. to even step on the scale. And when I weighed in at the beginning of the challenge, I weighed in at, oh, you know what? No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count because we hadn't started yet. Anyway, when I weighed in at the beginning, I weighed in at 188 point. 188.3. I knew that. Hi, Reindeer. I weighed in at, Reindeer, throw your scale away. I quit the challenge. We're not weighing in. I weighed in at 188.3. And like I said, throughout the week, I've fluctuated up and down within the same 4 pound range, which I consider to be like a significant swing in a week. It's not that I thought I was gaining or losing 4 pounds of fat at all, but I think a lot of that was fluid retention. You better go ahead, girl. Congratulations, Reindeer. Reindeer's kicked out of the challenge because she's doing too well. I did the same thing to my sister. I was like, you're kicked out. We're not supposed to make progress. We're supposed to lollygag. But congratulations. I'm glad you lost 2 pounds. Okay. But we're going to get into where I weighed in at. I did weigh in. I didn't want to. Oh God. I did not want to weigh in. I did not want to do this live stream, but we're here. Okay. We're here. The struggle. All right. So originally I weighed in at 188.3 at the start. So that would be last Tuesday. I weighed in today at 188.7. So I'm up half a pound, roughly a little bit under half a pound. And I could consider that just staying the same. Like, I'm not sure if I had dropped half a pound, if I would have counted it. Now, had I got to 187, I definitely would have counted it. So I don't know. Look at it as a gain or no change. Either way, it's not super significant. Yes, 10 pounds in 30 days is aggressive. But remember, reindeer, the reason why I picked 10 was because of the problems I'm having with my hips. I was trying to get the weight off. I am trying to get the weight off as quickly as possible. But 10 pounds is aggressive. I should have been more in the range of 6 to 8. So when I come back, depending on how this month goes and how August goes when I go to Europe, when we come back in September, we're going to do it again in September, probably with different parameters, slightly different. And my goal may be more within reason, 6 to 8 pounds. Like, so I'm aiming for 10, but I can live with, I can even live with 5 pounds lost this month. I can live with it, but more so in the range of like 6 to 8. Thank you, Manu. I'm struggling to get 1,500 calories a day. Average is 1,200. I think that's why my weight loss has slowed down. Yes. So we're going to get into that because I believe I didn't track this week. So I have to track every day in this coming week. I didn't track in the last week, I should say. I think that, okay, Jen. I think that, oh gosh, now every time Jen comes in, I feel like I'm being like, I feel like the teacher has walked in and I just got caught like with my hand in a cookie jar or something. I don't think that's the right reference, but whatever. Anyway, candy jar. So I believe I underate this week. I don't believe I met an average of 1,600 calories at all. Not even close. I'm not even sure if I had 1,200 calories on average. So I can't prove it because I didn't track it. But to be honest with y'all, I didn't eat dinner all week and I wasn't trying to fast. Like, I just didn't eat because I was busy with work. I didn't feel like cooking. I didn't feel like planning. And that's the opposite of what I'm supposed to be doing, right? When we started this, we talked about prepare, like you're supposed to, I'm supposed to, gosh, let me stop putting y'all in it. Let me stop putting y'all in it. But I'm supposed to be making more of an effort to cook at home. Now, what I did do was eat out less. I ate out twice. I was only supposed to eat out once, but I did eat out twice. Okay. Could have been worse. But I skipped dinner almost every day this week. And you would think that that would have worked to my benefit as far as like fasting, but it didn't because I had other calories. A little piece of caramel. Anybody? A little sip. This is why I didn't lose a pound this week. This is why. And I'm still having it now because Panera's coffee machine is down and I can't live. I can't deal. I might get rid of my caramel for this week though. So I'm all over the place. Okay, so I'm up half a pound. Am I bummed about it? Yeah, a little bit. But not in like an emotional distressing kind of way. Like, I know what I did. I know what I did and didn't do. You know, so it's not like stressing me out or anything. It's just like, okay, so now I've wasted a week and we all know my trip is coming up. I'm trying to get as much weight off of my hips as possible. Today was the last day of my steroid. So I will be fasting this weekend. But the result of the steroid is I feel pretty good. I would say pain wise without walking for a period of time, so just like throughout the day, I would say I probably got at least a 50% reduction in pain, but I think it's closer to like 60%. The real test will be me walking around for about an hour and seeing how I feel. So maybe we should do that tomorrow. But so my pain went from like hovering at like a 7 and an 8 throughout the day. Like, I'll say it was hovering at about a 7 throughout the day. And then if I decided to walk for more than 30 minutes, it would shoot up to like a 9. If I walked for longer than an hour, it would probably get to like a 10. Like to the point of like being bent over and needing to sit down. And then once I'm sitting, it's hard to get back up. I went from that to about, I would say I'm hovering at about a 4. So I went from like hovering at a 7 to about a 4, maybe even a 3. Like, there's still some discomfort, but I am so happy with, yeah, I'd say about 50%. I would say about 50%. I feel about 50% better. And I think when I go to my first physical therapy session this week, I'm going to slide backwards a little bit because of the resistance training that they're probably going to have me do. So it's probably going to cause some pain, some discomfort, but it's a good start. Now, what I do need is an anti-inflammatory to take with me on my trip. So I will ask about that as well, Jen. Um, I never counted calories in since the 6 months I started, but last week I started to track my protein, average 90 grams a day. I fall off during lunch time. I always eat dinner. Yeah, good. The steroids are helping. Yeah, I'm really, you know what? It's better than not having them at all. Like, I'm done with my treatment as of today. And I definitely, so it was 6 days. I feel way better than I did 6 days ago. I just do. So, and that's with zero weight loss. So, we need to talk about the fact that I didn't eat enough this week. We need to talk about me drinking my calories because I think that's what's also slowing me down. Because I did less of that in June and I made more progress. We need to talk about the addition of fresh juice and whether I'm gonna continue doing that or not. We need to talk about my lack of exercise, right? And then that will mostly complete the check-in for the challenge. But we also got to get into how I made a ton of progress yesterday with my packing. Like, honestly, coming on here and talking to y'all, it helped. It helped a lot because I made a good deal of progress. I made a good deal of progress yesterday with my packing, and I even have some people picking up stuff today that I'm selling, so I kind of gotta hurry up and get to the hair store and then get back home. But one more thing, y'all. Since Reindeer and Jen is here, Allie commented on my video. Did y'all see that? Y'all probably didn't because why would you go back? But Allie commented on my video. So if you weren't here yesterday, I mean, it's really not for the people that weren't here, so I don't even care. But for those that were here, you know that Sushi Fitness was suggesting that the commenter Cloakster was Allie, and there's no way for me to know that, so I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt of saying it's not her until I have some reason to believe it is. But we joked about like how funny that would be if it was her. Now, coincidentally or ironically, which however you want to look at it, I woke up today to a comment on my video from Allie from her actual profile. And it was a nice comment. She basically said that she liked the analysis. She felt like I did a good analysis and I made some good points, and that was it. No, they didn't say they would extend, but that's something I'll talk to the physical therapist about in 2 days. They didn't talk about extending the steroids, but the original plan is steroids and physical therapy. So I'll be starting the physical therapy this week. But yeah, so she left a comment. It's under the original live stream, and she basically just said that I gave a good analysis, and I commented back saying like, you know, thank you for watching. You've inspired me so much. And I'm glad that she got a chance to watch the video. And P.S. next time roast them because I do feel like she should have roasted them. She roasts any other time. I feel like she should have roasted. Like, calm your asses down. So I just wanted to put that out there for anybody that was actually there when we were talking about Cloakster. I don't know that Cloakster and Allie are the same people, and I have no reason to suggest that they are, so I'm not going to. But there's a subscriber that thinks that they are the same person, so I don't know. But I definitely appreciate her stopping by and saying that she liked the video. Not read for filth. Cloakster, listen. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to get into it really, but I expected, because it's not like the video got a ton of views. Like, I have other videos, other live streams with 5 times as many views. So it's not like the video got a few views, but I did tag her, and I assumed it would get back to her eventually. Now, I thought it was ironic that she's just now seeing it today after we was just reading Cloakster yesterday. That's some interesting timing, but it could mean absolutely nothing at all. Honestly, it could mean nothing, so I'm not worried about it. Um, so yeah, that was interesting. It was nice. I mean, honestly, like seriously, Allie, like I'm not trying to like give her, I'm not trying to like kiss her ass or anything, but from what I can see in the GLP-1 space on YouTube at least, Allie's is like her platform is as close to a respectable platform, whether you agree with her or not, as you're gonna get. Like as far as like places where people are gonna be familiar with the content creator, like people are gonna be familiar with her essentially no matter where you go. So respectable in that sense, yeah. But as far as her points of view or her stances, that like for the most part, I watched her when I first started, but I don't really watch anybody's channel anymore because of that. Let's get into oh um so it seems like we're doing pretty good today with limited trolls. So I have about 15 minutes where I won't be touching my phone. So if the chat gets out of control, y'all don't have to be down there windmilling. Just do the best you can, but definitely prioritize your own sanity and definitely make sure you're not so distracted that you can't enjoy the my commentary or whatever. And then when I pull over, if I need to, I'll put it on subscribers only. But it seems like for the most part we're good today. So let's get into this first week because y'all, I'm kind of annoyed, but I'm not upset. Coming off of 5 months of no progress and then losing 11 pounds, I'm really not upset. And I was worried that I would weigh in today back in the 190s because I did reach 191 at some point this week. I don't know what happened that day. I don't know, or the day before. I don't know why I weighed in at 191, but it was brief. And then I think 2 days later, I was right back down to where I am now, which is 188. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm happy that I'm not significantly heavier. In fact, I'll just go out on a limb and say I'm not heavier at all. I'm about the same. So that's not a win or a loss. That's just kind of I'm neutral on that. But I definitely could have done better, and I'm going to tell you why. So I did not make an effort to track my calories this past week. Now, granted, I have been busy. I've been live streaming. I've been packing. I've been traveling. So I've had stuff going on. I have been busy, but I haven't even tried to make an effort to have dinner since I've been home. And because my boyfriend is gone at night, he's at work, I don't really have an incentive to cook dinner. If it's just me, I don't really have an incentive to I should, because it's good for me, but I really don't have an incentive to go out of my way to make dinner. So I've mostly been just relying on my lunch and protein shakes. But now I'm out of protein shakes, or I think I have 1 or 2 left. I'm at least out of the 42 milligram Fairlife shakes. So for the most part, I don't know what I've been doing for the past week. I feel like I've just been, in hindsight, I feel like I've just been surviving on coffee and a breakfast sandwich every day. I had that bagel yesterday, but for the other days in the week, I was making that at home. I was just making a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich at home. And then on some of those days, I didn't even eat the whole sandwich in one day. I would eat half one day and then half the next day. So it's where the fluff was I getting any of my calories? I can't, now that I'm thinking back, it's I've been asleep the whole week because I don't recall eating much of anything. Not even snacking, which is crazy because that trip that I took to Whole Foods wasn't a complete waste. I found some more gluten-free cookies. I found some gluten-free ginger snaps or something, cinnamon something, I don't know, something. I didn't even taste them yet, so I don't know if they're good, but I didn't even eat those. So I said that to say I haven't been snacking. I don't know how the fuck I've been surviving the past week. I really don't know. I've had some days I've had 2 to 3 caramel iced coffees, which is insane. Like, there's no reason for me to have more than one. Okay, maybe 2, but there's really no reason for me to have more than one. But I've definitely been drinking caramel every goddamn day. I've been drinking that. I ate out once on my way home from my house sit. I had a quesadilla. And that was the day that I had all of that junk food. Like, I just had a bunch of junk food in one day. But since I've actually been home, I ain't been eating. I have not been eating, but I've been drinking my calories through my coffee. I maybe had breakfast cereal once. Like, what the fuck have I been eating all week? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I've been eating all week. So if I had to guess, my body don't know what to do because it don't know what I'm doing. So we just chilling. Like, we're just here. We're just here because there's no way I've been eating 1,600 calories a day. I don't think I've even been eating 1,200 calories a day. So starting today, that is a no-go. Like, I will be tracking my food from today until next Tuesday to see what's going on in my 7 days. And I will try to make sure I'm eating 3 meals a day, or at least 2 meals and a protein shake, or 2 meals and 2 protein shakes, however I want to do it. I may have to go back to my Fairlife because as of right now, I don't have a replacement. I saw somebody mention protein powder. I don't drink protein powder, not because I got a problem with it. I just haven't found one that I like. So if you have any recommendations, I will definitely be interested in having a protein powder. But as of right now, I only have pre-made protein shakes, and the ones that I have tried so far have been absolutely disgusting. Like, they're just so hard to get down that it's not even worth rebuying. So I might have to stick with my Fairlife shakes a little bit longer, at least through the end of the month, even though they're like contaminated with microplastics or whatever. I might not have a choice. But yeah, so I think that's a big reason why I didn't lose any weight this week. How can I lose weight if I'm not eating? I know better. I know this. But to be honest, I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that I wasn't eating. Like, I really wasn't thinking about it. I really wasn't. Like, I would make one meal. I guess I've been doing the one thing that I told, who was it? Who was doing OMAD? Was it Journey of Life? Who was doing OMAD? I forget. But I'm doing unintentionally, I guess I've been doing OMAD for the past week without even thinking about it. And my problem with that is when you're on a GLP-1, you need to eat, even though you may not feel like it. You need to eat. And with OMAD, you cannot get enough calories. So OMAD is really only beneficial, one, if you're severely morbidly obese and you need to get a lot of weight off quickly, or if you're just kind of incorporating it throughout the week. As a way to like reduce your calories throughout the week. But every day, no. Like getting less than 1,200 calories every day is a recipe for a stall. It's a recipe for a stall, and it's a recipe, if you do it long term, it's a recipe for crashing your metabolism. So I have to clean that up this week, and I'm okay. My head is in the game. Like, my weigh-in was neutral. It was okay. I almost did not weigh in. I did not want to get on that scale. And I had ice cream last night. That was another reason why I didn't want to get on that scale. So think about it. Like, I've had ice cream. I've had caramel. I think I've just been having a lot of sugar for the past week, which is also why I haven't lost weight, even though my calories have been really low. So yeah, it's just been a mess. But I did the weigh-in. Okay, we are at least where we started. I'm not better off and I'm not worse off. I'm where I started a week ago. So I saw something about deli meat. I was, until I got home. Okay, so let me tell you about the deli meat, Jen. This is relevant to what I was talking about yesterday about I'm struggling to comprehend the right amount of grocery shopping. I have a mental block. I have a mental block that does not allow me to go to the grocery store, get enough food for 1, maybe 2 days, and then go back to the grocery store and do it again. My brain doesn't work that way because I grew up grocery shopping for a month at a time, like a month a month's worth. I'm talking about having a fridge, a freezer, and a deep freezer and tons of cabinet space. Doing grocery shopping a month at a time. And that's when like also getting into like my own psychology about it. That was when we could even do that. You know what I mean? Like there were times we couldn't go grocery shopping at all. But we could talk about that in a completely different video, because I'm pretty sure there's like a whole psychology behind that, but I ain't no psych major, so whatever. But so I have a hard time going to the grocery store and just getting a couple of things at once. Like I like a full fridge. I like to go to the grocery store, get several bags of groceries, and have the fridge stocked and the cabinet stocked. Mind you, I told y'all yesterday when I was cleaning out my cabinets, I had to throw away box after box, bag after bag, package after package of expired non-perishables. This is why, because I don't know how to just shop for what I need. I don't know how to do that. Like I feel like I'm missing something if I leave the grocery store. Like if I go into the grocery store and only get what I can grab in my hands or in a basket and leave out with 1, 2, 3 bags, I feel like I'm missing something. So that's something that I have to be more cognizant of. I've been aware of it, but I've been pretty much just ignoring it, like whatever. But it's becoming a problem, because when I go on my house sits, I'm buying too much food and it's going to waste. Like, so back to the deli meat, the house that I went to in Chicago, the lady was a vegan. So typically whatever I don't finish, I'll leave behind. Like I'll either freeze it and leave it behind, or if it's non-perishable, I'll just leave it behind, whatever, in the cabinets. But this lady was a vegan, so I had to throw my deli meat away because I couldn't fly back to Raleigh with it. So I was eating sandwiches. It wasn't really sandwiches. It was like grilled cheese. Like I would make a grilled cheese with salami, or grilled salami and cheese, however you want to say it. I was eating that often in Chicago. And then when it came time to leave, I still had some left over and I had to throw it away because she wasn't going to eat it. She wasn't going to eat it. So I also think it's rude to like have a vegan come back home to like meat in their fridge. Like, it's not like she said I couldn't eat meat, but I think it's weird to leave meat behind and let her deal with it. You know what I mean? So whatever. So you're right, Jen. I can have the deli meat. So here's another thing. Because I'm in the process of moving, I haven't been willing to go grocery shopping. So I've just been relying literally on bacon and eggs and a sandwich roll, a Kaiser roll. I've literally just been relying on that. I have other food in my fridge, but it requires me to cook it, like freezer. It requires me to cook it, and I haven't been willing to do that. One, because I've been packing. Another, because I've been busy, but also because I haven't been hungry, so I haven't been staying on top of my caloric intake the way that I should. All I got is excuses and bubblegum right now. I'm just telling y'all. Like, all I got right now is excuses and bubblegum for not doing what I was supposed to do. Not doing what I know I was supposed to do. Who was it? I think it was Maggie. I was getting on Maggie. It was, you know what? I was definitely getting on Maggie about OMAD. And I was getting on Maggie about not eating enough calories, because some of us struggle with getting out of the fasting and the keto mindset once we're on the GLP-1. So it's hard for us to justify eating enough food. For the next 4 days, buy your dinner for 2 days at a time. Okay. Get the deli meat and the cheese. You left a message in my community? Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'll do that today, in fact. If I'm still on live when I go to the grocery store, then we'll see what I get. But like, so back to the house sits. I'm buying too much food and having to leave them behind. So I thought the answer to that was just get me a cooler and keep it in my trunk. And that has worked out a couple of times, especially when I need, like, I love traveling with ice in my cooler and having cold protein shakes that I can pull for when I'm traveling, or if I'm leaving the gym, just getting a protein shake out of the trunk. So, and also when I leave my house sits, I can just freeze whatever I'm taking home and just put it in a cooler. That has worked out a couple of times, but honestly, certain things I just don't want to take with me. Like, certain things I just don't want to bother taking with me. So the cooler isn't the answer. I have to learn how to shop in the moment. Like, I have to shop for what I'm going to eat. Like, it let me tell y'all something. I think I said this in one of my previous live streams or a video or something. But also, something that I grew up doing is I don't believe, Jen, don't start with me. I don't know what you're saying down there, but I know you're going to say something when I say this. Oh, gosh, I don't even want to get it out, okay? Because I can't defend myself because I'm looking at the road. I don't believe in grocery shopping and cooking in the same day. Hear me out, okay? I know this is childish. I'm gonna work on this week. Before you get me, just let me at least say I will work on this week. Now that I'm realizing like this is getting out of hand. But I don't believe in grocery shopping and cooking in the same day. Like, if I put the effort, mind you, and like I said, because I grew up with grocery shopping essentially being an event, like you're going to be in a grocery store for a long time, getting a lot of stuff and then spend a lot of time checking out and then spend a lot of time. Mind you, we had to walk to the grocery store, so you got to spend time walking the groceries back home, and then you got to spend time getting them unpacked and everything. So grocery shopping when I was growing up was like a 3-4 hour event. You know what I mean? So there was no way nobody was about to cook after that. It's like, okay, now that exhausting situation is over with, what are we eating tonight? That's the type of environment I grew up in, and I still feel that way as an adult. Like, if I put effort into making a grocery list, going to the store, getting what I need, because usually I'm getting a lot of stuff at once, and maybe I need to go to a couple of different stores. After I do all of that for a few hours, I'm first of all, I'm getting me something to eat on my way home. I'm not about to go home, unpack all that stuff, and then cook. I'm not about to, well, okay, I am about to do that moving forward. But in hindsight, it's just like, no. So that's another struggle for me. But I'm realizing, like, one, I'm buying too much food for my house sits. I'm wasting money because I'm anticipating what I'm going to want in like 4 or 5 days, and I never even end up cooking it. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting to the point of frustration where, like, I don't know how many times I've bought chicken on a house sit and had to leave it behind because I didn't even cook it. I didn't even want it. Or I bought ground turkey to make me some gluten-free spaghetti, and I didn't even make it. So, like I said, I'm used to buying things in advance, freezing it, refrigerating it, and then getting around to it when I have time. But I got to stop doing that. So I'm going to take you up on your suggestion, Jen. I'm going to buy enough food for 2 days. But this is like mentally distressing to me. I'm just willing to do it because wasting money and leaving food behind is even more distressing. So I'm willing to do this. I'm going to buy enough food for 2 days. And then I got to go back to the store. Like, there's an element to this where I'm just like, is this just sheer laziness? Like, there's that too. It's less of that. It's more so of just like what I'm used to and how I grew up. But there's an element to this. There's an element of this that's just like sheer laziness. Like, go to the grocery store multiple times in 1 week. Who does that? Like, where do you find them people at? That sounds ghetto. Okay, let me catch up on your comments before I go in this store. So for the next 4 days, buy your dinner for 2 days at a time. Okay, all right. So I read that. Okay. I think you think I'm bored with what I'm eating. Probably. Hey, Michelle. Also, work out, weight more. We shouldn't have to need weight loss meds. If you have diverse groceries in your fridge, you'll eat more diversity too. Is your name semicolon? For a child, shopping is not fun. Hi, it's me. If you shop once a week and mentally prepare yourself, I'm not sure what you said there. You don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week. 1 hour is like 3. That sounds good. Gluten-free spaghetti tonight, then turkey meatball sub tomorrow. Okay. All right. So let's work with that then. Let's work with that. I guess I know what I'm eating. You know what I'll probably do? I'll probably have the spaghetti tonight. Oh God. See, like, even just saying that just stressed me out because it's like, I gotta cook tonight. My boyfriend will probably appreciate that. But it's like, ugh, who wants to do that? So I'll probably have the spaghetti tonight and then have the plain meatballs tomorrow with like some mozzarella cheese. I probably won't do the bread. Because I've been eating a lot of bread in the past week. How many weeks we got until Europe? Because I got to make sure to remove gluten altogether so I can do my gluten test. Okay, we got we got a little over 3 weeks, or like 3 weeks and 6 days, something like that, 5 days. Um, okay, so I'm gonna remove my gluten. I think like fully, completely next week. But yeah, I had a lot of bread last week, so I think that's another reason why my weight loss was slow. So I'm gonna pull some of that back, but I'm not gonna completely remove it until right before, like a week and a half before I'm about to go to Europe, because that'll give me enough time to go through my withdrawals and then start fresh when I get there. All right. Hey, Turtle Diaries. Pro tip: groceries can be delivered. I ain't been in the store. Yeah, I'm a big Instacart person. When I'm home, I don't. So I do two things. Okay. When I'm home, I typically order on Instacart and just pick up what they've already packaged for me. But when I don't have a plan on what I'm gonna get, then I just go to the store. Or if I just need one or two items, I just go to the store. But like I said, it's rare that I'll just go to the store for a couple of items because I want to get a lot of stuff at once. And then when I'm on my house sits, I almost always do Instacart unless I'm in my local city. I almost always get my groceries delivered. Um, it's not the shopping. I like grocery shopping. It's just that I like to get a lot of stuff. Remember, I was spazzing out about consumerism yesterday. This is a part of that. I struggle with just getting what I need. Um, you're working, just saying hello. Have a good day at work. You can make salads with chicken. Um, okay, so semicolon about weight loss meds. Um, I don't think I have enough time to get into that comment the way I would like to. But I will say semicolon, if exercise was the key to weight loss, we would not have an obesity epidemic in the United States. Okay? If exercise was the key to weight loss, exercise is a tool just like a GLP-1 is a tool, just like your diet is a tool. These are all tools that you're needing to combine in the right formation or formulation for yourself, right? So with some people, exercise is going to be a bit more important than their diet, but for most people, or I'll say for a good amount of people, diet is going to be more important. Um, for some people, their hormones are going to be more important. So there is no one size fits all answer for everyone, just like GLP-1s aren't for everyone. Exercise as a primary method of weight loss works for almost no one. That's been studied. That's been studied. I don't know what a face squish is. I don't know what that is. I don't know. So exercise solely without any other tools, without changing your diet or anything else, exercise solely almost never works. There are exceptions, but it almost never works for weight loss by itself. But it should be paired with other tools like changing your diet, changing other habits. Maybe for some people, tracking your calories. Some people don't got to track their calories. I have to track my calories because I will undereat considering I'm on a GLP-1. And then also adding the GLP-1. It's just another tool in the toolkit. It's just another, like, GLP-1s aren't, and then that's a misnomer as well. GLP-1s aren't weight loss meds. GLP-1s help control your blood sugar and your appetite. What you do beyond that is on you. Okay? You have everything in mind. Make it work. Don't think too much. Make a goal list. Yeah. What is a face squish? I don't know what that is. You want me to squish my face and like this? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. The Turtle Diaries. So I did not realize you had a channel when you were in the live stream. And I went to your channel after and I'm like, oh my gosh, her voice is so angelic. I don't know if you end up seeing my comment. I'm not sure. But I'm like, I didn't know you had a channel, girl. So I think 1 or 2 live streams ago, I was telling people to go look at your channel because you have such a beautiful voice. And I heard you sing. I didn't hear you sing, but someone told me that they heard you sing. And I'm like, yeah, she sounds like she can sing. She sounds like she can sing. So thank you for joining Turtle Diaries. Hey, Stephania. Thank you. It's an endocrine medicine. I love when skinny people tell us weight loss meds aren't needed. You know what? I try not to assume people are skinny from a avatar. Wait, I don't even think they have an avatar. But I agree with that sentiment. I just like to shoot that shot when I can see them. Like I like to, because I don't want them to be like, well, because what will happen is then people, I've had this happen to me on live. People will come in and be like, well, I did carnivore and I lost 200 pounds and I did this and I did it the natural way. And I'm just like, congratulations. So have I. Like I've lost weight without GLP-1s as well. I have my partner in crime, my cousin, is actually losing almost the same amount of weight as me with no GLP-1s. Yes, you can lose weight without a GLP-1, but those of us over here in this sphere, we want a little help. We don't want to make it hard. We don't want to struggle, okay? Right, leave me and my weight loss meds alone. I guess we are calling them weight loss meds, okay? I said I call it the put down the fork shot because I did put it down. I put the fork down. It's the put down the fork shot. So, push away from the table shot. And hi, girl dad. Thank you, Stephania. It's not my natural hair, but thank you. I don't think that necessarily matters, but thank you. This is my in-betweener. Oh, okay. So really quickly, should I segue? No, let me continue on with what I need to do right. So, okay, so we covered the groceries. I definitely was not eating enough, so I need to track for 7 days, and I'm probably going to share my tracking the on the community tab. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I just got distracted by my own reflection. That is so vain. That is so vain. I'm wearing a dress that I couldn't really wear before because as I would walk, it would rise up. I for a moment considered showing y'all my reflection in this dirty store window, but that would be kind of ghetto, wouldn't it? So let me not do that. But yeah, that's super vain. I just got distracted by my own reflection. Like, who's that girl? Yes, I definitely just did that. I definitely just did. That definitely just happened. Okay. So, let's see. All right, so exercise. So let's get back to Semicolon's comment of exercise because I needed to talk about this anyway. What am I in here for now? Okay, I remember. So I did not exercise even remotely the amount that I should have in the past week. And I'm realizing that I gotta find my mojo again. I gotta find my gym babe again is what I call it. That's what I call my alter ego that actually enjoys the gym because the real me doesn't enjoy the gym at all. This is gonna be heavy. The real me does not enjoy the gym, but when I'm going through my winter blues, I force myself to go. Now that I don't have the blues, I'm not forcing myself to go. So gym babe is like, she's in hiding until the winter, and we cannot have that. We cannot have me going through the whole summer and fall not wanting to work out. That's not an option at all. Oh, I want that one, but they don't have. Okay, whatever. So, Ezra. Thank you, Ezra. So, I did walk, right? I did walk at least twice, and I went to the gym at least once. But to be honest, I don't even count that day that I went to the gym because I put in such little effort. Like, it was pathetic, the level of low effort that I put into that day at the gym. Now, granted, I still was having some hip pain, so I mostly focused on mobility and stretching, but I didn't put any effort into like actual weight training or even cardio. Like, I didn't do anything. I could have at least gone to my sauna gym and done some Pilates, yoga. I didn't even do that. I didn't put any true effort into exercising, and that was the point. Well, I won't say any. Like I said, I did walk twice. That was my deliberate effort. But the point of me adding the exercise parameter into the challenge was to deliberately plan and make an effort to work out. Not just, oh, kind of naturally what you're doing, going throughout your day. No, 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 no. Make an effort to do something that you know is exercise. Like, it doesn't have to be hard, but it should be somewhat challenging. And for me, walking right now is challenging. So that's why I chose walking. So, you know what? Had I done a third day of walking, I probably would have felt better about it. But because I didn't, now I'm kind of just like, I didn't meet my exercise goal for the week. Also, I am trying, like I said, I'm trying to get back into the mindset of lifting weights, because I'm concerned that some of my weight loss might be muscle, and we'll find that out when I do my DEXA scan at the end of the summer. So in my mind, I'm like, I better hurry up and try to limit some of the potential muscle loss, and also try to put on muscle before I get back to that DEXA scan, because I'm going to be really embarrassed if I go back and he told me everything I needed to do. Like, well, I was on the right track when I went, but he told me what I left there knowing what I needed to do. I'm going to be really disappointed if, like, it's been 6 months and I didn't, like, I'm worse off. I'm going to be really disappointed. Why can't I find what I'm looking for? Okay. So the exercise was a bit of a bust, but I'm not too hard on myself about it considering my hip pain. But now that my hips are feeling, I'll even say a lot better. I won't say completely better, but I will say a lot better. I'll say a lot better. Now that my hips are feeling a lot better, I don't necessarily need to have that excuse anymore. I joined an app called Ladder to work out at home, a personal trainer on your phone. I hate working out at home. that is like that is like a recipe for laziness for me. Like, I can't get a good pump from home because I don't have the discipline for that. So I have to be in a place with a plan. So I have to be in a gym with a plan, with access to weights. Or, like I said, when I go to my Pilates gym, well, it's a yoga. I don't know why I'm calling it everything but a yoga studio. Essentially a sauna based yoga studio. When I go there, they have virtual training sessions, so I don't have to decide how hard to go. I just follow along with the workouts. But yeah, for me, working out at home, if I tell myself I'm gonna do it, I know for a fact I'm not gonna do it. That's why I make an effort to get up, get dressed, put on shoes, put on clothes, and get my ass to the gym. Make sure you're liking the stream and hit the share. Let me know if you have any weight loss goals. If you're on a GLP-1, let me know what you're taking and what your dose is, if you don't mind sharing. And if this is your first time watching, also let me know. And if you're trying to leave a comment but you can't, all you have to do is hit the subscribe. Wait 1 minute, I think. Or no, I think it's on public, so everybody should be able to comment. Say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Okay, so I covered calories. I covered exercise. I covered being more responsible with my grocery shopping. What am I missing? Okay, so I'm going to have to back off on the caramel. I'm going to have to back off on that. I'm going to keep my 2 juices for now, but if I have another slow week, I will be removing the fresh squeezed juices, and we'll see how that works out. You know what? I gotta be somewhere by 2:00. Well, I gotta be back home by 2:00 because someone is coming to get my dining room table. Okay, so if you're watching this on a replay, definitely whoever is doing the challenge, let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your first week went. Are you any closer to your goals? Let me know. Let me know all of that, right? Just give me a quick update because I need to get into. I think we've covered the most important parts for my part, but I need to get into. What is it that I need to get into? Jen, what were the other topics? We're supposed to be talking about me packing, right? But I thought there was something else. Did I miss something? Okay, whatever. So let's get into the packing real quick. So after I got off my live stream, I did have to go to work, and it took me a couple hours to work up the nerve to get back into my packing, but I did do it. I got back into my packing. I decided to deep breath my way through it and pace myself, and I made a good deal of. Oh my God, not accountability, buddy. You want proof? You want proof that I'm being an adult? That's too much. Don't make me do stuff. Okay, fine, fine. Okay, a picture, God, whatever. Um, I should have known what I mean, I know what I'm coming to get, but I can't, this is harder than I thought. Okay, so, oh, there's that one. Where is 1B? Okay, all right. So I got a lot of progress done. It took me some time because I was still feeling a bit, I was still feeling a bit down in the dumps, but I did ultimately, get back to packing. So I made a decent amount of progress, and obviously I was able to take my hair out. I didn't wash it yet, but I still need to do that. So I still need to wash and dry my hair. And I'm at the hair store now trying to find some braiding hair, but I'm not really sure the proper color to get. Okay. So, okay. So this is what I wanted to tell y'all. Okay. So this is what I wanted to tell y'all. I gotta go to the store to get it first. So I gotta get this, get out of here, get to the store, and then get back in time for this person to pick up their stuff, which may not work out, but we'll see. Okay, so you know what? There's no right way for me to do this. I'm realizing that I'm trying to like, there's no right way for me to do this. So maybe that. I'm overthinking this. I do that a lot. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell y'all. So the girl that I mentioned yesterday about her having her first apartment, and basically needing stuff. I decided that I'm gonna give her like, I won't say most of the stuff that I was gonna take me, but I'm gonna give her all my kitchen stuff, all the stuff that I have, all the stuff that I packed to take with me for the kitchen. I'm not gonna keep any of it. I'm just gonna give it to her. She's gonna come pick it up on Sunday. So I'm really excited about that. So now I'm kind of like looking for more things amongst my belongings that I can give to her that will help furnish her, not actual furniture, but like that will help her transition into her first apartment. So I'm feeling really, really good about that. I am completely lost and I need help. I need assistance. I have paced back and forth in this same spot for I don't know what I'm doing. I should have planned this out better, but I didn't. So now I'm a little lost. I'm not okay. You know what I'm gonna do, Jen? You know what? Because I'm not gonna lie. There's a good chance I'm not gonna make it to the store because I realize now that I did not plan properly for what I'm trying to do, and I have to be home in an hour for someone to get a TV and a dining room table. So I'm gonna have to Instacart it. Thank you, Turtle Diaries. I'm gonna have to Instacart it. That's what I'm gonna have to do. So lunch is probably going to be bacon and eggs because that's the quickest thing I can make before work, and a protein shake. Dinner, which means I have to cook while I'm working, which is fine. I have done it before. Let me not act like that's such a big deal. But dinner will be the gluten-free spaghetti. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't have a choice. That's where we are. That's where we are. Okay, maybe I should get a number 4. That's still too dark. There's no way I want that. Okay. Oh wait. Nope, that's not it. Okay. You know what? I've made up my mind. We're just gonna have to. There's a good chance that I'm about to screw up my hair. There's a good chance I'm about to screw this up. But you know what? Life is about taking chances. Yeah. Yeah. Life. Let me, just because, let me get one of these. Because it's a bit of a different shade. Let's get that. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Okay. So, packing will be done at the very last minute. Like, I won't be done until literally Friday. And I'm feeling, I guess, the more stuff I give away. I mean, honestly, the stuff that I'm selling is essentially a giveaway. I'm only getting like a few dollars for a dining room table, a TV, or whatever. So it essentially feels like I'm giving it away, but it's not the same as giving it away or donating it. But I'm not getting, my point is I'm not getting much money for it. But that's that's fine, I guess. I'm trying to think, was there anything else I needed to cover while I'm still on here? Did anybody recommend a protein powder? Yes, no, maybe. This is hard. It's hard being in public, like just talking to your phone. It's difficult. It's difficult. So Jen, what are you cooking tonight? Since you want to accountability buddy me. Excuse me.
Yes.
Where's your gloves?
What kind of glove? Plastic glove?
Mhm.
This thing.
Okay. Mhm. What are you eating tonight, reindeer? I expect to be 3 pounds down next week. Okay. Probably not. It's probably gonna be like 1.5 pounds. I probably only lose like 4 or 5 pounds this month, but that's fine. That's fine. Ten was aggressive. 10 requires me to like not have caramel for the whole month. I knew that going into this, so the fact that I even played myself like that is crazy. Chicken wings. Are you gonna fry it, bake it, air fry it? How many other ways can you make chicken wings? I guess you can stew it, but I doubt you're gonna do that. I love baked wings. Oh, I've been doing really good with no fried food, except that one time that I had that McDonald's to see, to prove myself right. I knew I was right. I knew I was right. It was okay. I knew I was right. Man, long disposable gloves. Why are gloves so expensive? I should have got these on Amazon. Oh my God. $13. Yikes. I feel like I'm being robbed. I don't like that at all. Edamame, beans, some rice and salmon. I've never had edamame. Oh, Jen, back to the comment about the burger. It is meat in patty form. You're talking about something, it's more to it than that. But that's the base. I don't want to pay $13 for gloves, but I don't really have much of a choice because I don't have time to go somewhere else. This is like, I feel like I'm being punked right now. I don't like this. Professional. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. You know what? Okay. I guess this is what a lack of planning gets you. This is what a lack of planning gets you. All right. Oh, so someone had mentioned that on the video about therapy that the scale can really like, maybe some people do need therapy because like basically the scale is a son of a bitch and that can really mess some people up. And to that I have to say I agree. Like, weighing in isn't for everybody. Weighing in can really stress some people out. It doesn't stress me out. And if I am getting stressed out, it's because me personally, if I'm getting stressed out about a weigh-in, it's because I know leading up into that weigh-in, I did not do what I was supposed to be doing. That's how it is for me. Venetian pink. Yes. Yeah, that's how it is for me. When I personally get stressed, I think most people get stressed out about the scale because they don't understand the way the body fluctuates weight. They don't understand that. So most, like, a lot of people really should just not be weighing in. Fried fish sounds amazing, but what kind of fish? I like dirty fish. I like the dirty bottom feeder like catfish, whiting. Like, I like them. I like, that's that New York stuff. Like, I get down here in the South, it's like cod. Everything is cod. And I'm just like, okay, cod's okay, but give me some porgy or some whiting or some catfish. Give me the dirty fish. But yeah, I think the people that I need this shampoo. Okay, I think the people that struggle with the scale, because you can lose weight and never weigh in your life. Like you don't have to get on a scale, but the scale is. Oh, I've never had haddock. Is it a white flaky fish? What kind of fish is it? People don't really people put how do I put this? People put too much stock into the scale. That's also what it is. Like people make the scale their only guide to whether or not they're doing well, and that's where the problems start. That's where the problem starts. So if you're getting on the scale and you're like, Reindeer, was it you that was like you were up 2 pounds? Reindeer, didn't you say you were up 2 pounds before? Now look, you got to the end of the week and now you're down 2 pounds. Was that you? That was you, right? So some people don't understand that like your body is going to fluctuate. The only weigh in that truly matters, if you weigh in at all, is like every 7, maybe 10 days. I like every 7 days. I weigh in every day, but I only count the seventh day. I only count the seventh day. Now, some people have suggested once a month. I'm like, what is the point of that? Unless you're close to your goal weight. If you got a lot of weight to lose, so a lot of changes are going to be happening in a short amount of time, like on a regular basis, you're constantly losing weight. Why would you only weigh in once a month? If weighing in is your thing. Some people shouldn't weigh in at all. But if weighing in is your thing, why would you weigh in like once a month? That's not frequent enough for me to be able to keep up with my progress. And look, that 2 pounds is right back off. I told you, don't worry about it. Now me, I was up too as well, and technically mine came off too. It's just that I'm not lower than when I started. So I was up too, and then I went right back down to where I started. So I get that the scale is definitely stressful for some people. That's why I don't harp on it. I don't harp on weighing in because that can really be troublesome for some people's mental health. But I harp on taking pictures. There's nothing you can say to me to convince me that a person shouldn't take pictures to track their progress. Like what? I haven't done a before and after picture in months. Well, I've taken pictures, but I haven't shared. I should say I haven't done a proper set of after pictures in about a month. Let me make sure I have everything I needed before I get out of here, because I might have time to make it to the store. But yeah, now that doesn't necessarily say you need to share them. It was hard for me to share my before and afters on YouTube. It's really hard because I'm like, you don't know who's gonna come across this video. And like, I don't tell a lot of people I know that I'm on YouTube. I just kind of let them find out on their own. Like somebody else has to tell them or whatever. Somebody else has to tell them because I'm not telling them. So I just be like, oh my gosh, somebody's gonna come across my video. It's gonna stress me out so bad. Let me see, make sure I have everything I need. Yep, that's the best I can do. So if I come on here looking a hot mess, more so than usual, because my hair was looking crazy the past couple days. I can't guarantee it don't look crazy now. But yeah, if I come on here looking a hot mess, just remember this moment when I was in the store and couldn't figure out what to do. I would explain why this is so complicated for me, but I'm not going to explain it. Y'all just going to have to see the end result. Y'all are just going to have to see it. Here you go.
Hello.
Hi. Ow. Ooh. It's heavy. Okay. So yeah. Some fried fish would be good. The problem with the fried fish, you know what? This is not a problem. I was going to say the problem with the fried fish is that I have to batter it in flour, but I really don't. I can use cornmeal. I can batter it in cornmeal. It's not as good when the cornmeal isn't mixed with flour, but I mean, I do have this week to still keep eating my gluten. So I could do that. I might do that, Jen. All right, Jen. Have a good one. I hope you had a good day at work. hope you had a good day at work. I think you're just now getting off, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so let's recap real quick, and then I'm going to get out of here and get to the. I'm gonna run to the grocery store, and I don't need y'all to be a witness to that. I don't need that to be on the internet. Um, so first week of the Venetian 30, I did not lose any weight. Sad face. I'm gonna throw my scale into the trash, okay? But it's okay. I know what I did wrong, and it's not necessarily what I did wrong. It's what I didn't do. Right? I know all of the things that I said I was supposed to do. I guess in my mind, saying them was enough. Oh, okay. Well, sleep tight. In my mind, saying that I knew what to do was enough, and I'm realizing now talking about it too much makes me feel like I ain't got to do it. I ain't got to do what I'm supposed to do. So I need to get beyond the talking and get to the doing. So, thank you. Hold on. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Don't consider it, just do it. Because I'm seeing that a good amount of people watch and enjoy the streams, but you guys aren't subscribed. It doesn't take much. You can even turn off your notifications if you want. But don't do that. You don't want to miss stuff. So go ahead and hit the subscribe, set your notification bells to, well, whatever you would like to tailor it to, for one. And if you would like to support the channel, you can send a cash app to $a little vain with 2 T's. I didn't put it as vanity because people often spell vanity with a Y because that's the traditional spelling of vanity. So I don't need y'all cash apping some other vanity with a Y, okay? So it's a little vain. Little is with 2 T's, vain is with no E. Or you can consider becoming a member and getting you an adorable vein badge like Jen has. I start on Friday, but let me tell you something, reindeer. I forgot, you're right, I forgot to cover the fast. So if you haven't joined before, you can definitely join our 24-hour fast. That's going to be happening this Friday. But honestly, there was a couple of times I was ready to fast in the middle of the week. Because I feel like if I'm not, again, I've talked about this. I need to either eat what I'm going to eat fully or don't eat at all. This constantly being in the middle, under 1,000 calories, drinking sugar all day is a no-go for me. It is a no-go. So, with that being said, there's a good chance that I will get in a 24-hour fast before I even get to Friday. But if that happens, then I will have to kind of let y'all know on the spot, and that's not for everybody to join. That's just to say, okay, so it turns out I didn't eat today, so we're just gonna push it all the way to 24. But the official 24-hour fast is gonna be Friday evening, 6 p.m. As of right now, it may change to 8, but as of right now, it's 6 p.m. And another thing, reindeer, I might go ahead and push it to 36. Like if I start my fast at 6 p.m., then I'll go ahead and break it at 6 p.m. the next day. But if I don't start my fast until 8 p.m., I probably won't break it at 8 p.m. the next day. I'll probably just wait until the very next morning and make it a full 36. But I'm not recommending anybody else do that. I'm just saying that will catch me up. But if I got into 36, that would catch me up very quickly. So we will see. We will see. But Jim, groceries, cook the groceries when you get them. Okay? Cook them when you get them. Go to the gym. You know what the objective is for this week when it comes to the gym? I need to just show up. 36 hours, yeah. I used to do 36 hours like it was nothing. I used to do 36 hours like people do 12. 36 is not as extreme as you would think, but if a person isn't used to fasting, then I would just say stick with the 24. But like I said, the hard part about it is on a GLP-1, you get the lower blood sugar, so it makes it a bit more difficult. But whether you were fasting with a GLP-1 or not, your blood sugar is going to be low. You will go through the symptoms of withdrawal and all that. So we will see. I'm aiming for a 24, but like I said, if I have one of them days where, you know what, actually, I take that back because I'm probably going to be in South Carolina unpacking the stuff in my new room. Oh my gosh. I have not seen the renovated room yet that my dad has done. I'm hoping it's nice because that room was completely destroyed. Not because of me. I ain't never lived there before. I ain't never lived with my father before. But it was my cousin's, like my cousin, my younger cousin, not the cousin I'm always talking about, her, my cousin's little sister. Um, but I guess it became like a storage room or something. And just over time, like storing things and moving things in and out, somehow the room just got destroyed. And like to the point of almost like not even having a floor. Like the floor was destroyed, the walls were destroyed, the ceiling was destroyed. So he's been working on you know, when I say renovating, I don't mean creating a whole new room, but like repairing the holes in the walls, painting, putting in a new floor and all of that. So I haven't seen it. I should have took a before picture, but I haven't seen it. And my aunt is like beasting for me to get there so I can see my room. So when I get there, that'll be Friday that I get there. My house sit starts on Sunday. So Saturday, I will either be traveling or I will not. Like I can either travel home for my house sit on Saturday or I can travel home on Sunday. So I may or may not get a chance to do a 36, but I'm definitely doing a 24. I just, my dad's gonna just have to not have breakfast. I mean, he can have breakfast, but I'm not going out to eat with him. Like we're gonna eat Friday and then Saturday. Don't wake me up trying to go to Waffle House. I'm not going. I'm not going. That man always want to go to Waffle House. Okay, so these are your goals for the week. Gym groceries and cook the groceries when you get them. Gym groceries, cook. I gotta track. I have to track what I'm eating because I don't need to get to Tuesday and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I think I ate enough. No, I need to track what I'm eating. I need to make an effort to work out. I need to make sure I'm only shopping for groceries, like enough groceries for 2 days at a time. And when I get the groceries, I gotta cook them, which means I gotta shop and cook in the same day, which is like beyond me. Like that's beyond comprehension for me. But I gotta do that. Oh my gosh, reindeer. I did not tell Jen. I didn't tell y'all, but Jen is not here no more. I have not been drinking enough water. Everything that I told y'all we needed to do, I didn't do. And I think it's just because I I got caught up in saying it and talking about it that like it didn't register. Like, no, do it, Goofy. I haven't been drinking enough water, so add water on there, reindeer. Hi Donna. Hi from Louisiana. I'm on Zepbound 10. Love it. Good luck on your journey. Thank you so much, Donna, for commenting. I hope you subscribe. And thank you for the good luck. How are you liking the 10 milligram? I am enjoying the 7.5, but I'm starting to have a hard day 6 and 7. Well, day 7 is injection day, right? So I'm starting to have a hard day 6 and 7. So I think I'm going to switch to taking my injections in the morning versus in the evening so that I don't have to struggle through day 7. And then if I'm still having problems, then I'm going to go to every 6 days and then see how that works. And then I'll go down to every 5 days before I decide it's just time to go up to the 10 milligram. Don't listen to me. Don't titrate like that. Listen to your doctors. I don't know y'all. I'm not your doctor. Talk to your local scientist. Donna, how much weight did you lose? What was your starting goal and current weight? I'm assuming you made it to your goal because you're in maintenance now. But what was your starting and current weight, and how tall are you, if you don't mind sharing? Water, water, water. It got water in it. That that was ignorant. 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 You know what? I'm removing the caramel for the rest of the week. That's it. That's it. Because that was ignorant. I shouldn't have did that. I'm removing the caramel for the rest of the week. Like typically, I will go get my iced coffee from Panera where I can control how much sugar I put in it, just 2 pumps. But hi, Jose. But their machine is down, so I've been relying on McDonald's where I can't control the caramel. 235 to 130, 6.6. Wow, Donna. 130 at 6.6. Now I feel bad for getting on what was his name? Brody. I was getting on Brody about aiming for 130 at 6'6". Oh, but Brody's a guy though. 5'6". Okay. 5'6". I was like, 130 is like really low for 6'6". Okay, 5'6". Okay, all right. You scared me there for a second. I was like, wow. Congratulations. My goal is if you're new, I started at 242. My goal is 142, and I'm currently at 188. So I've lost 50 pounds. Or am I at 55 now? Reindeer. 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, 87 will be 55 pounds. Yeah, my ideal weight for, oh God, reindeer. Oh my God, you're one of the tallies. Get out. One of my my ideal weight for my height at 5'3" is don't give me the line. I think it's 115 or 125. But listen, I acknowledge that I have boo boo the fool written on my forehead yesterday, but 115 is out of pocket. And I'm not judging nobody that's 115, but that ain't gonna work for me. I ain't gonna have no type of butt. That is not gonna work. That's not so 140 is still heavy for me, but that's my goal because that'll make me a even. I like whole numbers. That'll make me a even 100 pounds down. But let me. Oh God, oh God, let me act like I'm acting like I ain't got somewhere to be. Hold on. It's hard to get this out of my thingy. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Donna. I'm glad you met your goal. Because I'm still trying to get. I don't even know. I can't even like imagine what it would be like being below 160 pounds. The 163 is the lowest that I recall being as a teenager. 160, 163, 163. Okay, so let me home. He stayed. I'm sorry. My phone overheated, so I wanted to make sure I came back to say goodbye. My phone overheated. It's in the sun because of the mount and everything. So I'm just gonna say bye now, and I will be live again tomorrow. Okay, I will be live again tomorrow. I'm so sorry that the phone cut off. It's 90 something degrees here. My phone got too hot. I just want to see if anybody can hear me before I get out of here. I'm so sorry. 16 months. Wait, did I see your start? 235. Okay. Oh, so you lost about 100 pounds. You lost about 100 pounds in 16 months. Okay, that sounds about right. It seems like it's going to take me about 16 months too. Core Power 26 every morning. Not afraid of plastic. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, I really like the Fairlives, so I don't know. Like, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so if you didn't hear me already, my phone had overheated, so I'm just gonna say bye now. Thank you for everybody that joined. Please hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Don't be shy about participating in the community section of my channel. If you'd like to support the channel, you can send me a cash app at a little vain, or you can send me a super thanks at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much, and I will check in with y'all tomorrow, hopefully with a less overheated phone. All right, bye.